The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Open man here is Scott, complete.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now the second-year man. Here's Kenneth Gainwell.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the second of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Sanders.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's in. Touchdown.
A.J. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Very nice catch there by Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the game. After just 2 seasons in the league. As a rookie, 2nd-team All-Pro, and then in his 2nd year, was 2nd in the league in yardage. This guy continues to grow and get better with every game.
On play action, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. To the air again, it's Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now the 1st carry for Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now they got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch. And this could be setting the table for quite the... And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The Eagles had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. These defenses have become so...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They run behind center with Gainwell.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he slings one that's incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Okay, ready?
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give running right is Gainwell.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins.
That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And some room to run now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Cousins on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins to throw it.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
T.J. Hawkinson.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Joseph on for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. He'll get this up to about the 44.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. A good pickup there at 22.
That was good protection there. That was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there. A really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here we go.
2nd down and 8.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
Shoves him aside. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
There are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They'll run with Sanders. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. He'll buy some time right.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Touchdown! Thielen with career touchdown number 60.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. But first down hurts. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Cousins. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Not his best throw there. He's sitting right now in the third quarter. He's had a pretty good game for the football.
He certainly has. And it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Cousins now. And that is incomplete. So will not be able to add to the lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Ready, break.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this play comes to a halt at the 33. And obviously, that's well short of the first down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hurts.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Throwing is Hurts.
This is Smith with the ground. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Following the interception, Cousins.
That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Play action, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the Eagles' 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Throwing, Cousins. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
Joseph on for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away.
Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
31 yards on the punt there.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
They go play action. Cousins. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
The kick by Joseph is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points. Hurts fumbles it.
And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota.
He hit his first, this one from 38.
Joseph's got it.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
They go play action with Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 27 yards.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Cousins to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll go Madison up the middle, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Another carry now for Madison. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kaiser White. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. But first down, Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completion.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So this one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Cook running right. And some space here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
You'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go, Jack.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Over the middle here to Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.